could invite anyone to dinner, who would you invite?
Is that open for us right now? That's what you're asking?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Who would I invite to dinner?
And what dinner is it, first of all? That part?
Wait, what? Like,
Who
we have
would
to
you
come up
invite
with the
to
dinner
dinner?
now? Two?
If you're having trouble, like, for example, yes.
If you could have dinner
First
with
think of
anyone,
the
who would it be? Is that like a standard interview question?
Yeah, that does sound
Yes.
like a standard.
Well,
Doesn't
it's
really.
part of
That
it.
actually could probably be why it's a standard interview question. Myself.
God damn it.
Look, there's no
Next.
cares left. And I'd rather just treat myself.
Noted. Next.
If I could take anybody to dinner, I guess it would be like my sister, because I don't think we spend enough time together, and I really care about her, and I feel like I don't make effort to take her to do things. I think we've gone out a couple times together. I would take her. Then we can have some nice chit chat over dinner. No kids, no husbands.
I hope you feel bad, Antonio, about your response.
I don't.
He doesn't. I don't know why you would question that.
I don't.
I said I hope.
Who said what
I
he
hope.
said?
I said I felt. I said I felt.
I've met other people in this universe. I'm over them.
I met other people, and frankly, I'm unimpressed. Sky.
Is this one of those where it's like anybody, like from any time?
Anybody.
Yeah, is
Yes.
it Lady Gaga, Jamie Lee Curtis?
Like, I would invite Snoop Dogg. Period.
No,
I think that's
like,
exactly the answer.
like
I would
alive
expect
or
from
dead,
you.
like anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
would think so,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Well, I would take my grandpa, and I'm not gonna elaborate further on that.
Well, now I feel like my response sucks.
That's that. That's
Well, that was
That's
fun.
how it's
on that.
nobody.
And then Ketzel brings Snoop Dogg to the table.
And then
Table for two.
Antonio
Me and
shows up with a
Snoop?
clone of himself.
No, not
me and
even
my
a
other
clone.
personality.
No, not even a clone. Just myself
just a
to
mirror.
dinner.
just
Not
yourself.
even a mirror. Just go to dinner by myself.
And we're all going to IHOP.
Table for two, but only I'm gonna be there.
You know that fucking Pixar short from A Bug's Life where it's the old man
Jerry,
playing chess with
is
himself?
Jerry's game? Or is it
Yeah.
Jerry's game?
It's
That's
Jerry's
Antonio having
game.
dinner with himself. He has 2 plates and keeps switching back and forth.
He's like, "Wow, your salmon's really good. Thanks. Can I have a bite of your steak?"
Oh my, no, for IHOP, it's...
Are you playing footsie with me?
Antonio wouldn't be caught dead at IHOP. He would go to somewhere like very
No,
Sparrow
I
and
would-
Wolf
Denny's.
or more.
No.
Oh.
That's probably my preferred choice, but...
I mean, you're
no.
taking yourself
if
to
we
dinner.
had to go to IHOP,
Antonio, why would you
if
go
I'm
to
taking
IHOP?
myself to dinner.
You gotta treat yourself. Literally.
Treating yourself can sometimes be lowbrow origins.
That's deep, Antonio.
Is it?
Now I know why you would take yourself.
To IHOP?
Because only you understand you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you go.
Only we understand me.
Know thyself.
Know me self.
Hey y'all, welcome to Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. My name's Dahlia. I'm Sky.
I'm Antonio,
And I'm Ketzel.
and we're just 4 retired hitmen who watch movies that everyone else has watched, except one of us is the loser who hasn't. Today, we're watching a movie that marked Keanu Reeves' return to action movies, John Wick, released in 2014, directed by Chad Stahelski. And today's loser is Dahlia and Ketzel.
Oh, that didn't give me a chance to breathe, bro.
Chance to breathe. First of all, Chad?
Chad
Chads can become directors?
Stahelski?
Chads can
Did I
have
say that
careers?
right? I just went for it. I don't even know
Outside
if
of
that's
business and finances?
I mean, you pronounced it really well for like
Yeah,
just going
yeah,
for
I
it.
thought
I would have
so.
been like,
really, really confidently. Really confidently.
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that is.
I mean, it's a Chad, so he's like gotta have a complicated last name for my super boring first name.
Dog's really hung up on the Chad part.
You ever met a Chad?
You ever met a Chad?
Exactly.
I hope I never do.
Not the Chad. Not the Chad. It was the Chad.
The Chad. Anyway. Yeah, hi. I'm a loser. Again, that's not a surprise, but Ketzel's here on the other side of the fence with me.
I am. Coincidentally, I've been here for almost every episode.
On the other side of the fence with me.
We're always on the same boat, you and I. We're on the Little Mermaid romantic canoe together.
I mean, like, mentally,
I'm the
that's
bitch
cute.
that pushes
I was
that
gonna say
fucking
me and
bitch
Antonio
over.
are the eels that like push it over.
Mentally, I feel like anybody who's the loser just gets caged off, and it's like, you stay there until you watch the movie.
Like an electric pole.
You're like in those cages in Hocus Pocus. Or like hanging from the
What
ceiling.
other Disney references can we make?
Are you gonna take my shoes? Please don't.
That's
Yeah,
very
we have not seen this.
They take the shoes.
Yeah, I know. You're like, please don't. My feet get cold.
Exactly. It's chilly. Okay, so like, why did we pick this?
This movie had everyone losing their goddamn minds.
Definitely men's.
Uh-huh.
Men's definitely.
men. I will be surprised though because I liked this movie, and my mom also likes this movie.
Oh.
So,
So the demo is not
Oh.
action movie for men, it's action movie for all.
yeah, I know a lot of people that.
It's action movie for men and Sky's mom.
Yeah, sure.
I'm highly surprised this only came out in 2014. I thought this was like an older action movie.
You wanted to give it a couple more years, like 2012.
Maybe. I mean,
More like 2008.
Really?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really
I
dating
mean,
this
my-
movie.
I think I did.
we don't want to believe
think-
that Keanu was gone that long, okay? That's why.
Well, the thing is, I think just people loved it. People loved it, and it became beloved so quickly that it just seemed like it was around longer.
and
Which goes into why everyone was losing their minds.
Yeah.
suddenly we're at
I didn't watch
number
this
4.
until like later.
I didn't either. And it was something that I didn't want to watch. I was semi-forced to watch. And I ended up really enjoying it, so.
Yeah, I also I also watched it, and it, someone cut forward past certain parts for me. I was like, I don't know if I really want to see this, but it's good. It's fun.
I like that from the both of you. That kind of says a lot.
Well, Antonio and I like action movies.
Yeah,
So-
that's where they.
We don't hate. I definitely like
Yeah.
like better action movies, like the kind of generic ones and whatnot, like Fast and Furious action movies, or like I haven't seen all the Mission Impossible movies, or
I
what's
have.
another one.
The Bourne movies.
The
Settle
Jason
down,
Bourne
Sky.
movies.
I've
I haven't
never
seen them
seen-
all.
I only saw the one with Jeremy Renner, and I don't even think that one's important.
We saw that in theaters. You and I.
Did we?
Uh huh.
I know I saw it with Jenna, because Jenna
Why?
loved...
I think Jenna was there too. Why?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. I think I just tagged along. I had not seen any prior Bourne movies.
Me neither.
Other than just like being around the room with my dad. Was
I just
watching
know
them.
that me and
It was
Antonio were
hilarious.
really trying to quote the Bourne movies. How does it go again? I always forget. Is it Jesus
I
Christ?
think-
It's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, it's Jason Bourne is what I always fucking say, and I'm like, I don't think I say it right because
so
I've never
funny.
actually seen that movie. But
Y'all like James Bond? Y'all like
I've-
the James Bond?
I want to watch
see,
them.
that's
I've
another
never
one
seen
that I
them.
haven't seen.
I
like,
also
all
want
of
to
them.
watch those.
I like Daniel Craig.
Like Die Another Day is
Hubba
a really good
hubba.
one. I really liked the song.
Me too.
I'm curious about the old ones because those, carried the franchise into the remake now. So I just
Oh,
want to
she
know what
carried.
was good about him.
Anyway, point 2, Sky.
That's my dad. My mom loves Keanu Reeves, and she has told me and my brother a couple times that that's our real dad. So
Oh,
And you're like, that makes
I
sense.
was like,
makes
that-
sense. That tracks.
It
if
tracks,
your
it
mom
tracks.
said it, it must be true.
it must be true. And my brother was like, "What?"
He looks over. He's like,
What? That was just
Damn.
that was a silly little point. The next point is revenge. It's so sweet.
Revenge is like ice cream.
What do you think revenge tastes like?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I think it tastes salty.
I think it tastes salty and sweet.
I think
Yeah.
it tastes sour
And then
with a little bit of umami.
I think it's the kind
That's
of
what
thing.
your revenge tastes like?
Umami.
Umami and sour.
Ooh, mommy.
It's the kind of thing that you want to eat a lot of, but you take one like spoonful.
You
You're
take
like,
too much?
you're like
You
this.
take too much of
This
that.
is enough. I don't need it for another while. But you're like, it's gonna be good if I have it again, though.
Just like ice cream.
LeBron
Mine is
James.
salty, Antonio.
Y'all eating so much ice cream you not feel well afterwards?
Yeah.
No,
I have.
Oh, damn.
I can tell.
Hi, my name's Antonio.
and I've never had a vanilla
Real-
frosty.
There it is.
Oh boy. And also, what's this next one? Because I think I'd seen this name in headlines recently.
So Lance Riddick is in this movie, and he's becomes a really important character throughout the rest of them. He passed away recently. I think it was Friday.
Yeah, very recently.
So R.I.P.
That was, I think I had seen people posting about him and pictures of him with Keanu, so that kind of made me link together that he was in the John Wick movies, which was kind of sad because I knew this weekend we were coming into this movie, and I'm like, dang, dude, I didn't even get to know him. And now, like, that kind of sucks. But I will enjoy it just the same, maybe if not even more, because that's his legacy.
Yeah. I think his last role is the fourth one. No, and he got, I think he got casted in, what's that one teeny bopper movie? Percy Jackson.
Melon.
Percy Jackson,
Oh.
the reboot that they're having on Disney Plus. He was supposed to be in it.
Oh. They're rebooting that?
Yeah, they're
What?
making it a
What?
series on Disney Plus.
Oh.
I had seen some of those advertisements.
I know nothing about Percy Jackson. I've never seen it. So,
Me
I
neither.
saw them.
but I saw
I
clips
think.
of the
Have you
first
read
one,
them?
I think.
No, not my gig.
No, but they're like Greek mythology.
Yeah. I think I saw that Uma Thurman's in one of them, and I was like, maybe I have to get into that. Take a little sneak peek,
Just give it a little, a nibble.
a little look-see.
You do
So-
love YA.
I do be eating that shit up. It's fun. It's so stupid.
What do we know about this film? I'd like to start by saying I didn't know very much other than Keanu being in it until we watched In the Valley of Violence, in which somebody, don't remember who, said, oh, this is like a Western John Wick. And I'm like, ho ho. So they kill his dog, huh? And that's the revenge. And now I know that.
You just
I believe
spoiled
that was
it.
me. I believe
just
that was me.
spoiled
I'm so
it.
sorry.
Look, I had to talk about it.
I
had to be
honestly, I was like,
truthful
oh,
with
did
what
I say
knew.
that? My bad.
I think I said it, and then you were like, yes, it absolutely is. Then Ketzel was like, what?
Honestly, that what's playing right now in my head is that stupid TikTok sound where it's like, what's Mindy Kaling's character in The Office?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Someone said, or Kelly, someone was like, Kelly, that's a really good idea.
Oh, what did I say? I talk a lot.
I talk a
just
lot.
learned to tune myself out.
Antonio felt that. Look at him. Look at that boy. What I will say is that I don't remember which movie I was watching, but I saw the trailer for the fourth one in theaters, and my only thought was, how did we get from this man just getting revenge for his dog to this? this is a lot. This is a lot. So I guess I'm curious how that comes about because this seemed like a full-on action movie. That's not exactly what I expected with John Wick.
Yeah, I mean, well, I won't get into it now because I feel like you should watch the movie first. But there's a lot of, I would say, lore to this. That's pretty cool.
I love lore.
That's what makes this one of the better action movies.
Yeah.
Is like lore and like background. You ever watch Wanted?
Is he a sleeper agent? Yes, with fucking James McAvoy and Angelina Jolie.
You sounded really excited about that. Do you like that movie?
Yes.
See, I feel like when it comes to action movies, there needs to be a little bit more umami before like I like it, and I feel like you're the same way when it comes to action movies. And like, granted, Fast and Furious is about cars and shit, but that's not the right umami.
You're right, because I fucking want is another fucking action movie, and I fucking love it. It just the style is very interesting. It's the umami. I need action with umami in it.
I need my
You're absolutely
MSG,
right.
please.
Then I think you might like this one. It like I said, it's got a lot of lore that is kind of like not really explained in this one, but then once you get into the second and third one, it's like you learn a lot. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's world building.
yeah.
Ooh.
I love Dahlia. What do
Dahlia.
you know?
Keanu. Guns. He trained really hard for this, and he does his own stunts. There's a dog,
Oh.
Yummy.
and it dies. And so then I think that
Not yummy.
is revenge. Definitely not yummy, not scrummy at all. And I think that's it. I don't know anybody else's names in this movie. It's just baby, it's a Keanu movie. We're looking at him. Everybody else is like blurred face. Unless they're important to the story. So that's it.
I love that album from 21 Pilots.
I was like, it's like rattling around in my head right now.
Blurry face.
You can't say like trigger words like that. Not me. Just like brown
I'm
out
the
sort of.
queen. I'm the queen of trigger
My
words.
name
I'm the
is
queen
Blurry Face. I don't care what you think.
Okay.
All right. So let's go over these Rotten Tomato scores.
Are you doing it? You
I'm
had a
a
long
little
pause.
tired.
You go ahead. Go ahead, baby girl.
Go for
No,
it.
the moment's
time,
passed.
baby.
My
Okay.
urges.
So Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 86, audiences gave it an 81, and then Google users gave it a 90.
Solid.
High praise.
Do you feel like it should have been more? Like it should have been A, not a high B?
I think this is pretty spot on.
It's pretty solid. I'm not saying like it's
Okay.
amazing. It's a fucking action movie. Come on. But
But I think
No,
it's
nice.
Wanted's pretty amazing.
one of the better ones.
Uh-oh.
is have you guys all seen Wanted?
I've seen parts
Maybe.
of Wanted.
I think you'd really like that one, Sky, because Chris Pratt gets
Gets a keyboard smashed into his face.
That's one of the
Spoiler
parts
alert.
I have seen.
My
Thank
bad.
you, Antonio.
I was like,
Antonio.
Chris, what? Huh? And then I was like, oh, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Thank you for grabbing all my words together and putting forth meaning. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me tell you, looking at this actor's list, you
I
can tell
know.
which one I'm surprised to
Yep.
see.
Which
You
honestly,
can tell which one.
I totally forgot he was in it. I was like,
I did
what?
too.
And then
We
I was
meet
like,
again, old
oh.
friend.
okay, all right.
I think
Joining Keanu Reevesies. You think? You have thoughts?
yeah, I'm like, did you guys pick this because you knew Secret Willem? Like, you're just like, this would be so great, or just because the premiere is out? They're not out to get you, Ketzel, but they know who triggers you.
I honestly,
They are out to get me, and they know who triggers me.
It's a
Okay.
hidden Willem. Hey, Lynn.
Just the constant wind up is there.
Anyways, but have you? What's the name of that movie that's coming out with Willem Dafoe and Willem Dafoe only?
Inside.
Is that what it's called? Have you seen it? Does that not look like the worst possible time for you?
Willem Dafoe's
No.
inside the house.
I have not seen any trailer or media surrounding it, and I would like to keep it that way.
Anyways,
This guy sent
joining
me a TikTok with Willem, and that was enough. Sorry, go on.
jump scare. Keanu Reeves is joined by Ian McShane, Alfie Allen, John
Game of
Leguizamo,
Thrones.
our favorite hidden Willem Dafoe,
Ooh,
and rest in peace, Lance Reddick.
John Leguizamo always has his little fingies and everything, huh?
I like it.
I like him. I like him.
I like him.
I have
like
a
him.
feeling he's gonna be a
he's so
bad guy.
talented.
I'm just gonna jump into my expectations. I think John's gonna be a bad guy. Now I'm kind of sad. I don't want him to play a villain. He played a villain in the last movie I saw him in, and I'm like, this isn't you. This isn't you, John.
Was it the menu? Was it the menu? Was it the menu?
He was in the menu.
She hasn't seen the
He
menu.
was in the menu.
And that's on the
Oh,
list
I
now.
thought. What?
What?
Deliciosa.
You know what my favorite movie is with him? Ice Age.
I was gonna say Sid the Sloth. Sid the Sloth.
You know, my favorite movie with him,
very
Spawn.
good.
I just remembered what the movie was. It was a Christmas
Was it Ice
movie.
Age?
It was Violent Night.
Oh, I gotta watch
Oh, he's
that
in
still.
that?
Oh.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Oh. That's cool.
It's cool. I always
neat.
the thing I remember him the most from is Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
My
Toulouse.
my John
That's right.
Leguizamo whatchamacall, cherry popped with Spawn.
Mm-mm.
It's like it's OG. It's like one of the like not the first superhero movies because you know you had Superman and like X-Men and shit, but like I think before
One of the quirky
during
ones.
like one of the quirkier ones that happened out in the 90s, I think, maybe early 2000s. Like early.
I'll watch it.
But yeah. Oh god, those movies don't age well at all.
I bet.
They just let anyone take a paycheck for movies back then.
I missed my boat.
What
What are we talking about?
Expectations, Kettle?
You're like, what? You missed your boat for what? I'm so confused.
Jesus. Where's your boat?
And what? Why did you miss it?
Where was it going?
How'd you miss it? What
Okay.
happened?
Bro, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, Ketzel, what are your expectations?
Low, because I don't love action movies, and perhaps that is the best way to go into this movie. I'm also not excited to see a doggy die.
Yeah, it's one of those things that really detracts from the experience for me.
May I ask, if I may be so bold,
No, you can't
in
ask.
comparison, shut the fuck up. In comparison to In a Valley of Violence, how much more graphic is this?
I would say less graphic. You don't
Beautiful.
really see it.
In the Valley of Violence was violent.
And it was in a valley.
So we'll see you guys on the next side of this episode of the movie John Wick.
Bye.
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 All right. Jonathan Wick.
What'd you guys
Ford.
think?
I really liked it.
As someone that
I
does
liked
not
it.
like action movies, it is so far the best of the action movies I've seen. Better than a Jason Bourne, better than a, I don't know a Tom Cruise. I don't know a Mission Impossible, but I'm going to assume this is better than that. I've seen
Keep singing.
Sing to Me. I liked it way better than Fast and Furious, I'll tell you that much.
They
But
weren't talking nonsense in this.
they weren't talking not because the thing is in Fast and Furious, we were watching a different language. We were watching a foreign film. We were watching an international movie. We were watching
Whoa.
Best foreign short film.
The Fast and the Furious.
The Fast and the Furious.
Like I stole some of these action sequences. I had parts I liked, but some of the parts I was just like, I would doze away. But I think that's just action for me. I don't know. I'm still looking for that secret umami, but this is definitely the best of the ones I've seen. For sure.
This movie was just so fucking cool. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was so excited. I liked all of the like punch, 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 pew, 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 pew. Like,
So
it
many
didn't
guns.
seem
So many guns.
it didn't seem meaningless. But yeah, it was a lot of like gratuitous action, which I thought was very cool. It wasn't like the same old, same old. Like, there was a lot of like physical stunts. And I know that every action movie has physical stunts, but like this was like different though. This is like interesting close combat, but also long range because it's guns. And everything, I just love that it's like we're here wrapped up in this beautiful story. It's not beautiful, but in this like very well written story. And then all this normie stuff is happening all around it. Like, oh, here's your hotel room key, sir. And then it's like very polite, very polite. The bathhouse scene happening. I'm just like, a bathhouse, okay. And then like they go through the club of the bathhouse, and I'm like, did nobody just notice that guy just hit the okay. I'm like, music's loud enough, you
It's
can't
a
hear
club,
the gunshots.
Mama.
Mama's a club.
It's a club.
I'm like, you wouldn't see the guy falling and be like, oh no.
Dude, I can't hear you 18 inches away from me if we're sitting at a just loud enough bar, let alone a club? A club?
Got him.
Crying in the club is the only safest place because no one can hear you.
So the guy that just fell on the ground was just crying at the club. And he'll be all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
He's leaking.
the fucking violence and all that stuff didn't seem as gratuitous and meaningless. No, it was gratuitous. It didn't seem meaningless because this was the best motivation an action hero could ask for. Period. Point blank. So when all this was happening, I was like, but this is for Daisy.
For ice cream.
For ice cream.
I love that, like, true love was the kind of basis of the story. Even when you don't think about it, it's like, this man fucking left his life, got married, enjoyed the, some of the best years he had for too short. And then he got one lovely last gift, and he's just like, man, what a lonely life I get to lead from now on. And because that love was so strong when something terrible happened to him, yes, it was revenge, but it was for love. Different from Gone Girl. That was just revenge for revenge's sake.
No, now hold on now.
Hold on.
That was, now, hold
Hold on.
That
Now, don't
was
bring
revenge.
her into this.
No, don't bring her. That was revenge.
That was revenge
Period.
for complacency.
Period.
That was revenge for hate. I like revenge for love.
Well, I like
And
it
that
for
is the
hate.
difference between you and us. Again, we're psychopaths.
Am I not?
No.
Oh. Anyway.
Oh.
So,
Oh, Tay.
if you were a psychopath, you like the
Look,
villains
girl.
way more.
The grippy socks are for, like, yoga for you.
Oh, you mean these? I'm just.
Didn't you get me grippy socks for Christmas?
Who?
Antonio.
Did you get
I
Ketzel
got you.
grippy socks?
I don't know if they were... Well, I think they were grippy because they were super soft.
They
You
got
don't want to
grippy
be
things
sliding on the
bottom.
floors.
They got the
Yeah.
grippy things at the bottom, so I can
They
be walking
do.
on ceilings and shit.
Let me see those socks, guys. Let me see those socks.
See me with them hands. See me with them hands.
Show me your teeth.
Walk on the ceiling and shit.
Show
Isn't
me
that
your
what the
tingers.
predecessor-
Oh, no. Do not bring back Tingers. I'm not with you in that. Somebody fucking start the submarine.
Sky, this is your father's film,
All right.
so I'm gonna let you take it.
All right. Well, you two are the losers, so it's up to me and Antonio anyway. But I will start. So we meet John Wick, who is very sad because he has dead wife syndrome. And on the day of her funeral, he gets one last gift from her, who is a beagle puppy named Daisy, from his late wife, Helen, who wanted him to have her as a companion to love and be with since she's, she can't.
Dead.
Did I mention that she's dead?
Oh, okay, that's more clear to me now. Yeah. It was sad. That was sad, dude. I was just like, man, this fucking sucks.
You might
This
have
fucking
missed
sucks
it.
so hard.
You might have missed
If you
it.
blinked,
But she's dead. His wife's dead.
Sometimes
They
the
don't
wife
milk
can be
that
dog.
for like any amount of time whatsoever.
They don't. So it's really like a quick, you'll miss it moment. So
it's
She's
not
dead.
obvious at all. I especially like the way that Daisy arrived as a surprise in the middle of the night, and someone's like, "Yo, I got a package for you," and then he's like, "Yo, what
Yo.
the fuck? That's not a package. That's a fucking carrier, like a pet carrier." And then he signs it. So sexy. Mr.
Everything
Keanu
he
can
does
just-
is sexy. So
he could just act his ass off. I like that part. I just wanted to point that out. And then Daisy came, and I was like, "Oh."
He married? He married? He dating?
I think he has a girlfriend now.
Dude, his real life story is so sad.
I know.
Y'all know about it? Don't look into it right now. Look into it later. If you don't.
It's
know,
very
but,
tragic.
ugh.
Very tragic.
Yeah.
I mean, when you've lived
Love
for
him.
500 years, you're about to go through tragedies.
And he needs to live for 500 more until the sun implodes. The end.
Till our eventual sun death.
Anyway,
I
Anyway,
think
I'm
that's a
gonna
lot
take you
more
guys
than
out.
500 years, but okay.
Anyway.
Who's to
Anyway.
say?
Anyway. So a couple days later, him and Daisy are getting gas in John's 669. Nice. Mustang. When 3 Russian gangsters show up, Yosef, right? Yosef?
It's Yosef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Compliments his car and tries to intimidate him into selling it, but John's like, fuck off, and leaves.
Bro, I totally called it. I was like, this bitch knows how to fucking speak Russian. Bet. I was watching it with Antoine, and he was just like, and then he started speaking Russian to the guy, and I was like, I felt so proud calling that. How does he know Russian?
He's John Wick.
We'll find out.
Because he's John
He's
Wick.
John
Baby.
So
JW.
later on that night, the literal worst happens, and I did put the trigger warning for you guys, which is 14:14 to 15:37. If you don't like
You're welcome.
seeing dog death.
I ran out of my own home.
The 3 from earlier break into his house, beat the ever-loving shit out of him, and kill poor Daisy and steal his car. They end up taking it to a chop shop to have it have the identifying details removed, but the owner, who is John Leguizamo, is like, "Oh no, y'all fucked up big time," and tells them to get the fuck
'Cause
out.
He knows who the owner of the car is. John
Wait a second.
Leguizamo.
Who is
John
that
Leguizamo.
car?
I thought he was a bad guy. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that was funny, and everyone's just like, "Girl."
Yeah, I was like,
He was. He was in it for such a short time.
No, yeah, he
You
really
did-
did
I
not
know.
have like.
He didn't die, right? Like, did I miss
No.
that?
No.
No.
Good for her.
I was just, this
Everyone
is just
else
me
did.
he was like, "I'm out."
jumping
like, I'm
to
not in this.
conclusions.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm outie.
Like, I ain't gonna touch
He's like,
that car. I'm gonna tell that car, get
John
the fuck
Wick.
out of here. I'm not gonna take that car from you.
He's like, you fucked up, dude.
I
love it.
Yep.
He was good. He was good.
He did end up being good. So John has had it officially between the death of his wife and
Which
the
you might have
last
missed.
gift, which once again, really quick, didn't go over much. And Daisy, who was the last gift from his wife, baby, he's busting out of retirement. Because we learn from Vigo, who is the boss of the Russian mafia and Yosef's father, that John is a retired hitman who is not someone to be messed with. He killed 3 dudes in a bar with a pencil, apparently, and we also see him kill 12 guys that tried to break into his own home. Like it's a walk in the park.
biggie.
He just pew pew pew, and they're all dead.
You know,
You come to me in my own house and try to beat me up.
on the
my own
day
house
of my
more than
wife's
you.
death.
And
I
they
tell
live
you
in
she's
New
dead?
Jersey? Oh,
They live in
Pretzel, you know
Jersey?
I missed that. Yeah, those were Jersey plates, my guy.
Man, I fucking must have missed it. I've seen anything Jersey related go.
Yeah, you blocked it out. Yeah, I was like, and they live in Jersey.
I much like Antonio Brown now every time. I remember.
Antonio going, huh?
I remember I took
what did I
Antonio to the river to see Jersey from a whole river away, and he's like, "This is as close as I want to get," which is very fair. I would also like to say now the John Wick Chapter 4 trailer makes a lot of sense. Not that I've seen what this boy can do. There was a doggy in that too.
That man can dance.
That man can sure tango. I want to say, and I have this question for you guys. This scene had my favorite John Wick kill, and I was curious what your favorite John Wick kill was in this movie. This one, for me, was when he takes the knife and makes the guy stab himself with it. And, like, the longest scene ever. And I was like, do it. There it is.
It's like
it.
edging but dying.
Truly. It's good shit.
Bro. And you say you don't like Poughkeepsie tapes?
Who
I
said
mean,
I
he
didn't
faked
like
him
it?
out, dude.
Who said I didn't like it?
Who said you're not perfect? I don't know the words.
Anyway,
John Wick kills?
do y'all have one that you want to say?
I'm trying to pull one. Someone else can go.
My favorite one. Well, the whole the club scene is like my favorite because I think with the music, the choreographed fighting, like it's so good.
Neon.
It's the atmosphere, all of it's so good. But my favorite kill is at the end when he's driving the car and the guy rolls on the car and he's like pew 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 and he shoots him. I was like, ah!
That was I thought
so
about that
good.
one too. Like didn't even flinch, baby.
Nope.
Also, my favorite, love the fight scenes in the club for sure. Very moody, sexy, and also violent. So, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I think my favorite kill was the one in the bathhouse area with when that one of the guys is like clear, but then immediately afterwards he turns a corner and meets John Wick, and he goes pop pop up against the wall, and then he also gets him with a knife right here under the chin into his head, and I'm like.
And then just stares him down as he dies.
I've never been harder.
Sick.
I'm just saying, maybe I got a little harder.
The drowning one was pretty
It was just
memorable
because
for
of
me.
John Wick.
The waterboarding?
Yeah.
Is it
the
because you
waterboard.
like the guy?
Hmm?
You were like, he's kind of...
No. I know which
that's a
guy
good one.
Antonio's
That's
talking about because I also agree.
No.
The salt and pepper hair guy?
Salt and Pepper Daddy, yeah.
Oh, hims?
Himst.
I think another one that made me laugh was the bald guy with the beard, and he like pulls the beard down and like shoots him on the table or something. But he uses his beard. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Yoink.
He's like, "Come here, you."
Get over
Oh my god. Can I just, I know, I don't want to skip ahead, but we were talking about kills. At one point, Mayhem.
What is the actor's name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Mayhem is a character in this story, and he does get downed. He gets shot and the wind knocked out of him at a high-speed car, and then he's on the side of the car with John Wick in the car, and someone smashes into John Wick and they roll over to him, and I was like, oh my god. I
Got him.
couldn't handle it. I was screaming, dude. It was horrible. I mean, I know John didn't do that like directly, but that was his car.
Even
and
if he
deaded him.
did.
He deaded him first. But I was like, that was horrible.
Good stuff, everyone.
Good stuff.
But it was great.
Thanks
Good
for that
work, good work.
question, Q. That was a good one.
Yeah. This is when we get to the club now, right?
No. So
Nope.
after
Coincidentally, no.
actually no. He goes to the Continental first, which is basically a hotel / neutral ground for hitmen, with one strict rule, which is to not conduct any business on its ground. Don't kill each other, y'all. Don't do it.
Be cool.
The owner and an old friend to John Winston secretly informs him of Yusuf's location, which is at the Red Circle, which is a club.
Which is it sounds stupid and sexy.
Yes. So
I
now,
think stupid was where I would have stopped.
now John goes to the club and fucks shit up, but also gets fucked up in return.
That's
Equal
really like
exchange.
night out
Do y'all
on the
wanna-
town.
Y'all want to talk about the club scene?
I love that they have different biomes in the club.
Absolutely, yes.
There's
I was like,
there's the
"Ooh,
loungy
stunning."
biome. There's the bathhouse biome. There's the rave biome. All with their own very unique ecosystems.
Yep.
Certain animals can only be found in one, but in a panic, they start migrating out of their biome.
Yeah, which makes sense. You know, it really he fucks up with their migratory patterns. It was very
And
good.
then they start
I would hang out in
going
the
into each other's biomes.
I would hang out in the bathhouse personally. In a little Q soup.
Ew, I don't want to go there anymore.
Drinking and swimming.
Drinking and
Great
swimming.
combo.
Great combo. Great combo. Swim up bar.
Yeah. Also, these bathhouses are very different from like the gay bathhouses I know of.
Yeah, don't think they are not the same.
Yeah.
Looking
Very
for
different.
that biome.
I'm in
I mean, they
danger.
look cool though. But yeah, Jonathan is ootin' a boot on the town, and he's like, "You guys know that Keanu's Canadian?" He probably says a boot. Yeah, he literally walks into the club. He's like, "Oh, hello, Francis. You look good." To
You
the
wanna play
to
a
the
game?
doorman, and then he's like, "Yeah, I lost 60 pounds." He's like, "You should take the night off," and he's like, "Icky," and then that's how he gets in.
He's got a way with words,
Mm-hmm.
like that John Wick.
I know.
He fucks up their entire shop. I don't know what to say. This is an extended fight sequence, and it's good. It's good.
It's
like
good.
the sounds, the music, the kills, the lighting, the prestige. What
beautiful.
Can I say? It was beautiful.
Good
And
cinnamon toast crunch.
Very
he
good.
still didn't
Good
kill that
lighting.
little fucker though.
Good
No.
filmmaking. Good
So,
filmmaking. Claps
yeah,
all
so
around.
failing to kill Yosef, he returns to the Continental to get all patched up by the doctor.
Mm. He's not looking really good going to sleep
No.
that night. You know what I mean? I
No,
mean,
I mean, he
we were
looks good
looking
going
at
to
him
sleep.
through the window, through a sniper. What is it? The little eyepiece, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at him through the window. He looking like a snack there.
So what was Willem Dafoe's role?
So he,
Because we're looking through Willem Dafoe's sniper rifle.
That's why I bring
Let's
it
be
up.
clear.
Yeah.
So Willem Dafoe is actually John's mentor. Or
Oh, mentor. Got
yeah.
it.
So he's the one who like kind of helped make John the way he is today. But
Is this explained later
no, this
in
is
the other movies?
no. It was said here.
Where?
It's like one of those things. It's
I
kind of
must
like
have
one.
missed that. Just like his wife dying, I'm like, oh
yeah,
oh,
that's
oh,
why
oh,
it's
oh.
really it's really
Exactly.
easy to miss.
God, man, this one is really. You really got to pay attention for this one.
Yeah,
you
you
can't
really
be playing no
do.
homescapes.
I know.
And there's
I'm
a
so
lot of
sorry.
lines to read in between. You got to read between the lines that are in between the lines. His wife dying, super like covert.
Really
subtle.
in there, really in there.
And you know why I don't think I got it? Is because I didn't have subtitles. I think that's why I didn't get it.
That would make sense.
Even me with subtitles still didn't catch it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. Willem Dafoe and John have worked together for a long time. It's why Willem Dafoe might have been at that wedding. Oops, funeral.
funeral. Once again, really hard to really
You know,
really easy to miss. Really easy to miss.
Did you guys?
Are they
blink?
both the same to you, Antonio?
yeah. I'm like, whoa, what a slip. You look like a little Robin Hood. He's stripping.
I saw a lot of Antonio just now. Oh, that's a cute shirt.
Oh, that's enough compliments for Antonio for today.
All right. So
That's enough. That's enough.
anyway, so Miss Perkins, who is a guest at the Continental as well.
Why do y'all not like her? I thought she
Do
was
you
kind of
look
hot.
at
Did
her?
you not pay attention?
She
Jesus.
gave me
How
bad,
many
icky
lines do you
vibes.
miss reading?
No, I know that
She-
y'all are like, she got a steak face, and I was like, I don't know.
She don't look that cute, girl. Not for
She
me.
looks like she's from Jersey.
There it is. There it is.
Maybe I've been on the East Coast for too long.
They're starting to look a little nice.
I look a little,
A little scrumptious.
Someone's
really
drink-
umptious.
Holy shit! Someone's been
le-
drinking the
your
water too long.
lenses.
Giving me fucking water goggles over here.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Anyway, so she comes into his room to try and kill him, which the bounty on him set up by Vigo is 2 million, but because she's willing to break the rules, it's 4 for her. But she fails to kill him, obviously. She gives him the location of Vigo's private stash in Little Russia, which is a church in quotation marks. John goes and destroys everything in it.
He said, fuck the
I love
church.
it.
Fuck organized religion.
And then he sets it all on fire, and Vigo comes, obviously, and John tries to ambush him but gets captured. And Vigo is very angry because that was all his
Okay, but you
his stuffs.
don't forget how he got caught though, because he was like limping around after getting stabbed and stuff, and then he's like pew 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 pew, pa 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 pa, and then the car fucking rams into him and like tosses him.
That part made me laugh. It said him fucking flying.
And that's how he gets gotted. Because, John Wick is not just going to get got.
Yeah.
I like your gun sounds. Very good.
Thanks.
SFX work.
So Vigo's angry because it was all like money, blackmail, all that good stuff. And at this point, John Wick loses it because he really has had it with these bitches, and vows to kill Vigo and his son, since Vigo's being a little bitch. And then
Give
with
me
the
your
help
kid
of
to kill him.
yeah, that's all he
Why
wants.
can't you just let it go?
It's just a kid.
Give him to me.
Just just
Not even a
kid.
good one.
He's not even
Not
a
even
good
a good
I was
one.
gonna say not a good kid either.
He's kind of
He's
annoying.
not your favorite son.
He's got. You can probably make another.
Anyway, with the help of Marcus, who is Willem Dafoe, John escapes and corners Vigo, who ends up giving him Yusuf's final location, which is a safe house in Brooklyn, and warns John that they know he be coming, and John doesn't give a fuck. Dahlia,
He's
can
like,
you say that for me one more time?
I don't give a thick.
There we go.
And
There
he
you
goes
go.
and he goes to complete his revenge, which he does. Yay.
Yay.
So, Vigo has Marcus tortured and killed as he double-crossed him, which John was like, ah, shit, here we go again. Miss Perkins is the one who snitched because she saw Marcus and John talking. But she ends up getting executed because she broke the rules.
She killed someone on the Continental grounds, and so they
She
executed her.
did.
They said heavy penalties.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't mean money.
Mm-mm.
Having a life.
A life?
A life for a life.
Yes.
So now we get to the final showdown. So John stops Vigo from fleeing. And how does he stop him, Dahlia?
He fucking John Wick gets stabbed. Vigo's like, oh, I did it. And then he loses his, he lowers his guard. And then fucking John Wick is like, cat. And then he goes, cat, right into his shoulder. I guess here is a place where you bleed to death. So I'm like, oh. And I thought that he was not dead. He was like, I thought it was okay, now we're even. And I was like, that's weird. And then he's like, I'll see you around. But then he's like, and I was like, oh, he's dead.
See you
He's dead
around,
for
Space
real.
Cowboy.
Oh.
It's hard to tell. What if another sniper was going to come out of the magic and help me?
So what you had an issue with was the cross blood contamination?
Oh, I didn't have an issue with that because it went into that guy and he died. It didn't come back to John Wick.
It's that John Wick blood.
Be lucky to have it.
Be lucky to
And
have
you
some
will
in
thank me for it.
Those are boogeyman jeans there.
How tall is Keanu Reeves? He gives me tall guy energy.
He is tall.
Yep. No, a Baba Yaga could not be short. Only tall. He is 6'1". That is nice. That is a nice boulder.
Nice. 73 inches of grade A meat.
Anyway, so Wounded, John watches a video of his dead wife, which I think I failed to mention the first couple
I think
times.
this is when I realized it.
That she
she
had
Like in
passed
this
away.
final scene that she passed away. Yeah, this is when I realized.
Oh, that
it.
was her the whole time?
Yeah, his
that
dead
was his wife.
Yeah,
Bro.
I know.
Could have mentioned it right at the beginning.
I know,
At that
I know.
wedding.
It really kept you on edge about that.
So he's watching this video he has of her, and she tells him that they need to go home, to which he's like, you know what? You damn right. And it ends with him breaking into a vet clinic to fix up his wounds. And he's a little pit bull puppy who
Hello,
was
kitty.
to be euthanized. And
Aw.
he adopts him. And they go home.
You're coming
Take
home with
me
me.
home.
You're coming home with me.
I did that to Stella.
Yeah, you did. You went
Am
to the
I?
desert.
John Wick.
Do you have a dead wife?
Then
No.
yeah, then no, you're not. Sorry.
It's kind of
You
a big
can't.
personality trait.
Dahlia's like, I can.
Ooh. I'm moving on.
Oh.
Dahlia, Ketzel, was
What's
this
up?
worth the watch?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
I have a suggestion.
Oh,
Less.
here we go.
Here we
Le-
fucking go. What?
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Less about dead wife, more about dead dog. Thoughts?
They didn't even talk about the wife, dude. It was all about the dog.
No, but there was so much of him watching. I would have preferred of him scrolling the pictures of that dog he had for a day, and that fueling him during the movie. I think that would have reminded me what this is all about. You know what I mean? Whatever. The dead dog, though. That I wanted that to refuel me every now and then. So when he's watching a video, I wanted him to pull up a video of him and the dog, like driving around. Something. I want less dead wife, more dead dog.
I don't think it
Otherwise-
would have been the same.
Agree to disagree.
I disagree.
We'll see who's on the right side of history.
Me. The end.
But other than that, a delight, truly. I'm still on the quest to figure out what the issue is between me and action movies, though. What is the umami?
I mean, for me, I was hooked from the beginning all the way until the end. So I think it really is just like your, there's like, I don't know, subgenres or like difference in
the lore.
storylines or
You just
something.
like the world building.
There's
yeah.
something about it that you have to like. Otherwise, it's just like, what? I don't give a fuck about cars. Why do I care about Fast and the Furious?
Why did I like
It
Wanted?
just doesn't make sense.
Is it the lore?
Are they spies or like,
They're not-
is it like
they're not.
secrets or?
I
They're-
no, I know what the umami was. It was the cinematography. That's beside the point. I realize this now. You know what's an action movie I like that does have lore, and I'm realizing Sucker Punch. Love Sucker Punch as an action movie. But
I mean,
there,
I still think it's obscure that not a lot of people still understand it though.
but there's some sort of
But-
fantastical element to it that I do think
Yeah.
Yeah.
gets me.
That also hits me. I like watching that because I'm just like, ooh. And also like feminine energy. Like,
Yeah. I want to watch
It's
Atomic
great.
Blonde. I never saw that, and I feel like I'd
Now-
enjoy that.
The guy who choreographed the fight scenes for John Wick did the fight scenes for Atomic Blonde. So it's very much in that same vein of John Wick.
Has
I
that
liked
same
Atomic
taste.
Blonde.
who was the actress
I like it too.
in Atomic Blonde?
Charlize Theron.
Ah,
Love Charlize
Mission
Theron.
Impossible. No,
That's mother.
is it Mission Impossible?
Hmm?
No.
was
Also
in-
Fast and Furious.
Mad
Yeah,
Max.
she is in. Yeah, she is in Fast and Furious.
She
Mad Max
puts
is
her
a great action.
fingies
Action
That's a great
movie.
action.
in a lot of
Did you watch
action.
Salt?
Is that the one with Angelina Jolie?
That's what the
Mhm.
spy is, isn't it?
I think I did watch Salt. She had dead children in that one, right?
No.
No, she had a dead husband.
Ah, I knew there was somebody that died there.
Oh, I knew someone had to.
We get this right. You'll never forget about the dead dog, but the dead spouse.
That doesn't hit
Right.
me as much. That dog, though. That beagle was so
I
fucking
mean, it
cute.
hits.
That little actor, his name was Andy. I looked it up.
Aww.
I love dog actors. I love animal actors.
I want to know the story behind the pit bull.
What
pity.
was?
Because was it really
we-
also going to be euthanized and then became an animal actor?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe. Because that would be amazing. I love Hollywood
A Hollywood
dog
success
actor
story.
stories. Yeah. Because it sucks, you know? It's like people are like, oh, it's just a dog. And it's like, that, my friend, is an actor right there. You put some stank on it, okay?
Like Chris Evans's work
What about it?
with Dodger. Wasn't Dodger a dog like in a shelter that he was shooting a movie for?
Oh, yes. Something like that. I feel like there's a couple cases of like the actors adopting their little actor friend.
I'll take them.
Can I say what the name of the pit bull was in real life?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Was it a boy or girl?
She was a she. She's a madam. Her name was Cha Cha.
Oh,
I owe Cha Cha over there a lot of money.
And
Still
there
haven't
it
seen
is.
that film.
There it is.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh shit.
We can we'll do the Poughkeepsie tapes and Country Bears at the same time.
I'm gonna feel nothing by the end.
Which
of that
one is the
day.
palate cleanser, Antonio? The way y'all talk about him. It's been like a year. Has it been 2 years? I don't even know anymore. Hot cast, all the cast?
So hot. I
That's-
kept saying, I wish
that's
I
my
was
dad.
the dog.
I hated when you said that, dude, because all I could imagine was you, like, just instead of the dog. I was like, I hate this.
Slurping cereal out of a bowl next to his feet.
Telling you that
Will you?
he'll get kibble for you later.
Kibble was a
You like that?
euphemism.
Jeez.
You like that?
I did like that.
You like being treated as a pet? That's a weird kink.
Only by Keanu Reeves.
I'll let
it
you
turns
have
out.
it.
I feel really sick. How about we move on?
Good, because I want to talk about the next thing. 'Cause,
Soundtrack
yes,
slash
solid cast.
score.
Yes. The whole time. I think even right at the beginning.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I say it like that?
Yeah.
You just said-
Yes.
Well, yeah, because I really like the
I
soundtrack score. Like, what was it, Corn at the beginning? I don't even know. I was like, what is this? It's so gritty and so hardcore.
I was waiting for the.
Rat-ta-ta-ta.
I was waiting for a fucking at some point during this. It would have made
Wow.
complete
Down with the
sense.
sickness.
Yeah, it would have made complete sense with the scenes. Great music, great vibes, great record.
Great record.
Could you imagine like the
Wait a
bathhouse scene
second.
being shot with like some hardcore rock or hard rock or like heavy
What did I
metal or
just
something
say?
like
No,
that?
'cause
What
that
did I
wasn't the
just say?
vibe.
Because it would have made a very different vibe.
Was that? Is that when you were like, "Are you ready for it?" A perfect storm, perfect storm. Is that when you did that in the bathhouse
Oh.
scene?
Okay, there's a beat
You
in
wanted
the.
Katy Perry.
No, there was a beat, and he did it to it that sounded just like the song.
It
I
sounded
didn't
exactly
get it at
like Dark
first.
Horse.
And then
And I was like,
Fucking Antonio.
you watch that bathhouse
Antonio.
scene, and right as it ends, like the last possible scene, there is like the beat from what is it, Dark Horse?
Dark Horse.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, huh.
And he goes,
I
"A
couldn't let it
perfect
go.
storm, perfect storm," and I was just like, "What?" And then like I listened, and I was like, "Oh, I get it."
I gotta go back and listen to that.
Oh, that was funny.
What year did Dark Horse come out?
2014.
No way.
Yeah.
Before the way
Also,
before.
I think it's
2013.
Marilyn. I think it's Marilyn Manson that sings that gun song.
It came out in 2013.
2013.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Oh. So I guess they
Whoa.
maybe that really
Oh,
was like a club
wow.
version.
Oh, you might be right because this is 2014, isn't it?
Yeah.
The movie. Yeah.
I was got to be like, wow, Katy Perry really sampled John Wick.
No.
And we let her get
No,
away
no.
with it.
Yeah, no. Dahlia, any other thoughts on the score? I know you were really loving.
I liked it. I mean, the writers of this are Tyler Bates and Joel Richard, so good on them. I think they did a really good job. The names of these, go with like how the score goes. But I mean, I don't know if I ever want to listen to this score called Daisy because I don't want to cry. But we'll live.
I don't want to cry.
I'm sad.
That's what people who cry sound like it, right?
Have you ever had a cry?
You've
Would you
had
want me to describe it for you.
We've seen him have a cry. He cried a lot last year.
That was your best year of crying. For release reasons.
Did any of you actually see it though?
I don't think I did.
We're like, where's
Okay.
the evidence?
Unless it was from laughter.
Can I say something real quick? So I looked up the person that did the soundtrack to this, and I wanted to see what else they did. It's really, really something, folks. One of them being Dawn of the Dead with Zack Snyder, so I wasn't far off that I was expecting that fucking song. Slither. 300. Watchmen. He did a lot of stuff with Zack Snyder. Sucker Punch. Because Zack Snyder. So,
Oh, look at that.
very good.
Wait,
all
he did
comes
that movie
together.
too?
It all
Do you
comes
want to give us
together.
a name? Give us
And
the
he did-
wretched
and he-
name.
He did the sounds for X and Pearl, too.
Tyler Bates, right?
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Atomic
Not
Blonde.
the Batesies.
The Guardians. Man, he's really out here.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks, Tai Tai.
You're doing some good work. Anyway,
Anyway,
that's it for the soundtrack and score.
costume
A
design,
plus.
set design, location. We talked about the club. That was the best fucking set, bro.
Best fucking set.
Oh my god!
l-
I'm sorry. He did the Belko experiment.
Oh, did he? I like that.
You
Yeah.
did what now?
The Belko experiment.
You know what?
There's-
I saw that and I'm like, I think that's a movie Antonio has heard of, so I skipped right by.
It's a good movie.
If it was whack, I don't want to bring it up.
It's not whack.
It's not that
Who
whack.
said we're whack?
It's not that whack. It's actually very cool. There's a particular song in it that just it got me.
And he did it.
He probably put it in that movie. Oh, and he did Death Proof.
Oh, you love Death Proof.
I do be loving Death Proof.
Still haven't seen it.
It's okay. You should just watch it on your own when you have a free time.
It's a good movie.
I'm looking at the summary for the Belko experiment, and it does sound kind of wacky.
It's not that wacky.
I want to watch it.
I'll watch it with you.
I'm a silly gal or like wacky, like
Antonio wacky.
I'm gonna think twice about watching that.
Antonio wacky.
Wait, did
Just
he
in a
did he
silly
actually
mood.
do it? Oh yes, he did. Okay, I was fucking confused. I couldn't find it. It's the only thing he did in 2016. He really put his whole unit
Typus.
into it.
Tyussy,
Bayussy.
if you will.
I love that composer.
Do you guys like his suits? John's suits?
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
That's my
I don't know if they were like different every time. If it was the same suit and he, changed it in and out of it. Yeah. I love the like all black
Me too.
ish look. Like very sleek, timeless.
wanna sit
I'm
on his lap.
Ding. Those must be good suits to wear while you're fighting. That caught me off guard.
Gotta use that performance fabric.
It was good. And I like all the locations that they use. It's very of New York, New Jersey area, I guess. By the pier. That's very even when you're on the coast stuff. Always gonna do business by the pier if you're dealing with the mafia, right? Am I right, fellas?
Yeah, actually. They do be using piers all the time.
They didn't even need to have a boat. They were like helipadding out of there, and I'm like, on a pier? All right.
Okay.
But that's it.
Quotes.
Oh.
Oh. And then when John corners him and he's on top of the cart, he's like, cool it. Gets out of the car.
I like when he
That's
did his whole
funny.
yelly monologue. I don't remember the exact quote. I didn't fully write it down, but I think it's like, if people are asking me if I'm back, yeah, I'm back. It's like, you know what? Yes, I am. I like that.
That's a good one.
I like the little dialogue between him and the cop at the beginning. Because
Yeah.
you think that some shit's about to fucking go down. And he's like, evening, John. He's like, hey, Jimmy. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? I'm like, is he going to get gotted? I thought it was like, another part of the mafia. But then he's like, you back in the game? And he's like, just dealing with some stuff. And he's like, cool. Have a good evening. And just walks away. And I'm just like, this man has such a hard flex. I'm just like,
Truly.
power moves. Like, power moves. I'm just like,
Do you guys love that?
Amazing. I liked it.
You
and
like
he's
that?
just-
You guys like that?
When him being
you like that?
powerful, yeah.
His name being known. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, the only reason why, is you guys. So that happens in the movie Pig, with
I've seen Pig. Y'all seen Pig?
No, tell me about Pig.
It's Nicolas Cage. It's literally it's literally John Wick, but
John Wick.
but with a pig and Nicolas Cage, and to do with the cooking community.
Huh?
It's really fucking good. I thought the trailer makes it seem so silly. Basically, someone takes Nicolas Cage's truffle pig. He's like a chef, like a really renowned chef. And someone takes the little piggy, and so the whole movie's him looking for him. In a very Nicolas Cage way.
Nicolas Cage be doing the most. Y'all watched the Nick Cage movie? It was
Yeah,
great.
we did. It was amazing.
I'm glad I got to saw it for free. I signed up for one of those things where you could just be in a group and you could just go watch it. So I went just like a date night type of thing. And I was like, I don't know what to expect from this movie. If it's going to be fucking dumb, I don't care. But I was like, it's a movie. I'm eating popcorn. I'm happy. And it was so good. I was just like,
Yeah, it's great.
oh my God. And then, and that's where that meme right now that's popular right now with Pedro Pascal and fucking Nick Cage. Incredible.
yeah. So, but that happens in Pig, and I was like, ooh, we love a mysterious figure where the world already knows who it is, and sort of situation. Big fan. And
You mean like this moment where it's like, John Wick.
We can't. What did you say?
like that's the moment. It's like John Wick, and then you're like, huh? What? Like famous chef Nick Cage.
Very
I feel like
that.
that's how it is. I
Yes,
wish I was
very
well
that.
known like that. That's the response I want to get when my name is known.
One day.
Dahlia.
The Dahlia? I heard she killed 12 people with a pencil.
one time she punched me in the face, and it was awesome.
That's it.
All right. As the losers of this episode, do you think this movie is worth all the hype it has received? And do you feel like you've missed out on not have seen... Whoa. Do you think you've missed out not having seen it?
Hell yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was totally worth the hype. Yes. I mean, there's 4 movies attached to it now.
Mhm.
It's crazy. This wasn't a book first, was it? It's just
Nope.
somebody's original story.
And now it's a franchise.
I like that. Yeah, and now it's a franchise, and like that's fucking cool.
Everyone loves John Wick.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I missed out because now there's like 3 other movies I have to watch. The franchise is incomplete, but I like it. I like it, and also not to dismiss your passed away actor friend here. He was very good. I liked his like cool, calm demeanor, and if he has bigger parts later, I'm very excited to see what that's about. He was very chill. I love that he just nonchalantly called Miss Perkins, and he's like, and she's like, right, and then she gets deaded, and I'm like, ah. Just so calm, so cool.
How are
Just
the
like
sequels?
Keanu.
Are they all good?
They're all the same, like, flavor.
Is this the
I like
best
the-
one though?
I like the third one a little bit better. Than
Yeah,
the
I
second
think the
one.
third one is probably my.
Like the second one's not bad. It's still good. It's plenty of.
And
like,
it makes a lot of
really
sense as
great-
far as like their stories. They say John Wick Chapter 1, Chapter 2, or are they parts or chapters?
Chapters.
Chapters.
Chapters. They're chapters,
chapters.
because they're like actually attached. They're
a
heavily
continuation.
dependent. They are heavily dependent. It's not like you can randomly watch one and be like, "Oh, I kind of understand." Nope.
I'm so curious to find out why there was like such a big amount of time. I get it between movie 3 and 4 because of COVID. But John Wick 2 came out in 2017, so that was 3 years later. And then 2 years after that, 2019 is when John Wick 3 came out. So I'm like, And I just think that it's really, lives up to the franchise's name that they can release John Wick 4 and people are still super jazzed about it because it's so beloved, even though it was like, what is that, 4 years all after the last one came out? Like, that's crazy. That it's more than between 1 and 2, you know?
I mean,
This-
like Antonio said, it has a continuing story, and it's really good still. Like, it's not like
It's pretty solid.
it's not.
It's like
Yeah, it's like a solid story. It's not. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really good. I can't wait to watch the 4th one. I got to rewatch the other ones now.
Me too.
Unlike Fast and Furious, this is an action franchise I can get behind, and I shall be watching the others.
woohoo.
Finally, some fucking food.
We were starving.
We're starving for action content.
And now, no crumbs left.
And that concludes this episode of Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. See you next time.
Bye,
Bye,
losers.
losers.
Be seeing you.